All right, here we go. Corporals Corner midweek video number 35. Today we're going to be doing a do-it-yourself Frontier skillet, and we're going to take it out in the woods and use it. Why? Because at some point I want these in my store. I played around with two different methods. One, you pound it into something. The other one, you pound it over something. And I'm not happy with either one. So I'm going to combine the best of both worlds, and we're going to get her done. So let's get to it. This method right here was rough. You pound it into a form on a swage block, and there's hammer lines here that I'm not happy with. This one I pounded over top of something, and if you notice, there's a clear distinction here at the flat part. Here there's not. So I'm going to combine the two. I figured out a way to do this without leaving the hammer marks. And we'll use this method to turn it upwards for our fry pan or skillet. So all we're going to use here is a piece of 16 gauge steel. It's not very thick, but if you think about it, those that do construction work and you've seen those metal studs, those are 16 and 18 gauge in thickness. So if they're strong enough to hold up walls, it'd be strong enough for your skillet. And most of those cold handle skillets that I use, they're 16 gauge. So it's all good in the hood. Here's our swage block. We're going to pound it in a good probably ½ inch or so. Get that nice line that goes around here. I'm going to do that by using two hammers, not one. And then to create our swoop, like a regular skillet or fry pan, we're going to utilize this section right here. So if you look at this, it's no bigger than number 39 cold handle skillet. That's exactly what I was going for. You can hold 2 eggs in here and a couple pieces of bacon or a piece of Spam or whatever you want, or maybe even 3 eggs. And that's what we're going for, just a small packable skillet. Now for the handle, here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to have excess material. I wanted to go ahead and I wanted to form it into the shape of a cone. That way you can shove a stick in there. But to do that with this steel, I need a plasma cutter. That small porta band saw isn't going to work for something like this. Trying to get intricate little pieces cut out of there and then take all day. So in the future, maybe I'll go ahead and invest in a plasma cutter if there's a demand for something like this. But I don't want to spend $400 or $500 for something that I'm going to use once or twice. It's just not worth it. So to remedy that, I'm thinking use a piece of black pipe here, cut the threads off, cut a good probably 2.5 to 3 inch piece, heat it up, and then slam one end flat in a vise. Then take that flat end and weld it to my skillet. Now I can shove a stick in the other end and I have a skillet. And then we'll attach this right here. There you go. What I want to do right now is I want to bend this a little bit. That way it will match the same angle as the skillet and it will be level. So, there we go. Let's try that. See if we can get a match on here. Close. A little bit more. And look at that. Boom. So the last thing I want to do here is I want to go ahead and get a flapper wheel on one of my grinders and then just clean this up just really gently. I think like 80 grit would be fine. Just get it cleaned up and shiny to where all the slag is off because it's not good to eat that. And then we'll try it out. So here's my design intent. I wanted something small and packable, something about the same size as my number 39 cold handle skillet that you've seen in my videos for the past 3 years. All you're going to do is grab a stick, shove it inside there, kind of like you do for the frog gigs. And the length of your stick determines how far you want to be from the fire. Put a small stick in here, you have a small handle that you can stick on top of a grill over 2 logs and simply cook. The longer ones you can place on a Y branch like this and have a L7 branch at the end, and then the skillet can now go over the campfire. All right, here we go. Eggs on a forged skillet. Perfection. Catch you all in a few. All right, so that worked out well. I'm happy with this. It's exactly what I saw in my head and exactly what I wanted to do. And it's exactly the size that I wanted. Like I said, this resembles a number 39 skillet. So I get 2 eggs in here and a piece of bacon, or 2-3 pieces of bacon, and I'm in business. Now, here's the reality of me getting these in my store. Can I do it? Yes. And I probably will, along with the spoons, in a few weeks. But they're going to be limited runs. Like you'll have 10 spoons and 10 skillets. And that's going to be it, because the work involved to make both of these is just too much. It's going to be where I'm maybe getting 2 an hour. And that's if the conditions are perfect and I'm just going and going and going. Now, getting a plasma cutter make things faster. But you saw it's about 3 times each to get the form correct and then set it to the side. The pipe is the easiest part. So let me get all this dialed in, and the last thing I want to do is find something to fit inside here so I can stamp it with my logo. So in a few weeks, look for those. Now, the big unveiling. Most will see the forging video and they'll glaze right over it. They'll refuse to watch, and some will miss. And as a result of that, you're going to miss 100 Corporals Corner zip hoodies dropping to my Etsy store right now. Why only 100? Because the work involved ironing all this on, going through everything, packaging it all up, along with everything else, I'm slammed. So 100 a week are going to drop, and they're there right now. Once again, Corporals Corner zip hoodies. That size, I believe, large through 4X. Get on it. And that's located in my video description box. All right, send this bad boy off. With that, all the gear in my videos can be found in 2 places. 1, my Amazon affiliate page, and 2, my Etsy store. Both links are found inside my description box. Now please do me that favor. Hit that like and subscribe button, then ring that notification bell. Once you ring that bell, please select all notifications. And as always, thank you for your comments, views, and support. Thanks for watching. Get out in the field, have some fun. I'm going to catch you next time.